Hi there, this is just a quick tutorial on how to use OpenLP. So when you turn on the laptop, OpenLP opens by itself. So I already turned on the computer, so I'll just click that open. It takes a little while to load. But when it does load, it opens to the previous service. So if you make any changes for the new service, make sure you press Save As, which is up here, File, Save As, which I won't do yet because I didn't make any changes. So first of all, I'm just going to get rid of the old songs. So you can see here, I'm just tapping on the old songs. It has the little music note that shows it's the lyrics for a song. And press the little X button. I'll get rid of Prince of Peace, the scripture, get rid of those two. And I'm just leaving Order of Worship and the offering, just because we always keep those there. But as you know, when we have communion, it's a little bit different. So I actually made a custom slide. You can see right here, it says Order of Worship Communion. You can slip that one in here instead and get rid of this one that doesn't have the Holy Communion written in. Yeah, so in order to put in new songs, you just click over here where the index for the songs are, and sometimes, like right now, it's not working. It just doesn't load. I can't really explain why. What I usually do is I just save it, and then I'll just quit OpenLP and try it again. So, I mean, this is a great example. Sometimes it just doesn't work. So I'm going to save this. I just made the mistake of just tapping instead of pressing Save As. So that means I just rewrote over August 31st, but who cares? It doesn't really matter. I'll save as right now. And it automatically has the date of today, which you want to make sure it's for the date of the Sunday, if that makes sense. So I'm going to put in September 7th for this coming Sunday. And I already wrote one before, so we'll just replace it. So this is now for September 7th. I'll close this so we can reopen the index of the songs. Okay. It's a little bit tedious. I don't get why it happens, but it does. So the easiest way is just to close it and open it. And there you see the songs are here again. So to add in a song, you can scroll, which is going to take a long time, or you could just search up here. Quickest way. So I'm going to put in As We Gather. So just type that in. You can highlight it. And then over here we have a little plus sign that is going to go into the server. So I tap this. And you can see it goes all the way over here. I'll add in some other songs later since I haven't decided on my set completely. And you can always rearrange this. So just click, drag, and drop. And that goes in the middle. For Bible passages, you can see here it says Bibles. Tap that. I usually use the quick version, so I just type in the passage. So I haven't decided on my scripture yet either, but I'll just type in Psalms. I think I kind of wanted 59. I don't really know yet. I'll just try it for now. And you press search. You can also change the version, but I think we usually stick to NIV, so I'll just leave it as that. Keep this the same, continuous layout rather than verse by verse for each slide. And just highlight whichever verses you want. I'm just going to select a couple of verses. Let's pretend those are the ones I want. So you just press the plus sign again to make it go to the service. And there it is. And I'm going to drag and drop it so it goes before the offering. What else? When you want to change the theme, so the default theme is going to be, I believe, the is it still here? I think it's the sunset one. It should be this one right here, Sunset at Sea, but you can always change it. And this one already has a theme here. You can two-finger tap for a right click, or just bottom right corner. Change item theme, and then you can select from here. I've organized it so that you can choose easily. So it says lyrics here, so these are the ones for lyrics. These are the ones for offering and order of worship, and scripture. It doesn't really matter too much, I guess, but it's just that the dimensions fit a little bit better for each of them. So as you can see, the offering ones here, they're a little bit, they're not as wide, so usually the offering is only one word, right? So as long as it's in the middle, it doesn't really cut off. But if you choose those ones for lyrics, sometimes if there's more lyrics, it cuts off at the edge and it gets pretty annoying. I really hate that. So I've tested some of them, and some of them are good. Some of them still need to be fixed. I don't really know how to do the lining up the dimensions and the centering and all that. If you figure it out, you can go ahead and do it too. Anyways, so I'm just going to change some of the themes for this. So change theme, I want to use, doesn't really matter, you can choose anything you like. I put in some new ones, so let's try that. Scripture, so I'm going to the scripture ones. We can use the bridge one. And yes, so if I double tap that, it shows the preview. When you're presenting it though, you can tap on the keyboard, you just click down, and that's supposed to go to the next item, the next slide in the item. For this order of worship, there's only one slide, so nothing happens. For example, if I double tap this one, there's only one slide for that too. Here, this you can see is 2 slides. If I tap down, it's going to the lower slide, but if I tap right or left, it goes to the different items. So you can see here, I tapped right, it went to offering, and the default theme for offering is something, I think I changed the name of it, so it's no longer the original. So I'll just change that. We can use leaf swirl. Yeah, and you need to double tap it again just to see the updated version. What else? Okay, when you are plugging in the laptop to project it, you click up here, File, OpenLP, Preferences, and over here for monitor selecting, when you plug it in, you should see Screen 2, and you want to tap on that one and click OK. Right now I don't have anything plugged in, so it doesn't see it. Sometimes it gets a little wonky. It doesn't recognize that there's an output, so what I usually do is either press the source search on the projector, or if that doesn't work, you can just unplug the little adapter and then plug it in again, and hopefully it works. If not, you can find me. I usually do something similar, and something usually happens, usually fixes itself. And you just click OK. And I think right now, screen 1 is actually this computer. Sometimes it shows up as the background here, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know how to explain that either. I'm not a professional at this program. We didn't use it for a long time yet, but it's an okay program. When we input new songs, it's pretty simple too. It's pretty straightforward. And the songs isn't loading again, so okay, I'll just save this and I'll show you real quick. Just save, or you could click the one here. I'll close it. But basically, you just need the lyrics. I usually just do it from, copy it from Safari. Oops, not that. And you have to input it in verse by verse. So, yeah, so you tap on songs. You click this little sheet with the plus sign. You type in the title. And for the lyrics, you click add. And I don't have a song that I need to put in right now, but I'll just put in lyrics for verse 1. And then here, this is verse 1. You can select from a bunch of things. Verse 1, make sure the number is 1. Okay, add the next verse. So verse 2, select this so it's 2. Say we have a chorus. So over here you should be putting in lyrics. I'm just putting in this as an example. Switch this to a chorus, so it's chorus 1, because it's the first chorus we have. And let's say there's a bridge. Okay, so these are all the verses and choruses, but it's going to show up as this order if you leave this verse order part blank. So what you want to do is put it all in here. And you can see here, now all the verses are in use. yeah, it's just reminding you that I didn't use all of these yet. Verse 2, chorus 1, bridge 1, or if your song is different, you might end up doing something like, just really depends on the leader and the song. Let's say that's the song. So you tap authors. Let's make this up. I'll just put in me. Yes, it doesn't exist. Now it does. Hey. Copyright. I think we're supposed to put this part in, except I don't, well, this song obviously is not a real song, so it doesn't have a CCLI number, but our church has a number. I think that's already on the slides, even if I don't put anything else. It should be like something like 351112, something like that. You'll probably see at the bottom of the slides later. I'll show you that. So you press save, and you can see here, this is the song we just put in. Yay! I'll just show you, we'll put it into the service. And you can see it's using the default theme. So I'm just pressing down for each of these slides. Yeah, and at the bottom here, this is where the CCLI number is. It's too tiny, I can't really read it, but something like 351112. I think that's it. You can also try putting in some new themes if you don't like these pictures. What I usually like to do is, because I know that the spacing for the lyrics here, I know that they fit the slide, so I usually just right tap this, oh, 2-finger tap it, and then I just copy the theme, and then I'll make an exact copy. And when you do that, we'll copy it, oops, we'll just call it copy. So it's down here. Now I can edit it, and you can just choose whatever picture from wherever. Yeah, you can also do just a solid color, gradient, transparent, stuff like that, but you know, it's nicer with pictures. And you can click next. This is the sizing of the font. It's nice to have an outline so you can see the words clearly. The font's usually in white, that's why. And if your background is a little bit whiter or brighter, it might be hard to see, so you want the outline. You don't have to have the shadow. You can change the font if you like. Yeah, I don't know how to deal with this section. This is the part I'm stuck with, so I usually just choose the same sized pictures in the background. And gives you a preview, although I found that the preview isn't always exactly the same, just so you know. And you can press finish, and then you'll have your new theme. But I'm going to get rid of it because it's exactly the same so far. Delete. Yes. I think that's it. Yep, so just preferences, and then you want to, you can select it there to present the actual slides. Yep, that should be it. If you have any more questions, yeah, just contact me. And yeah, okay, bye.